Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a really bold experiment. Can you actually get artificial intelligence to interpret the Bible? We're going to look at a pretty unique project that tries to solve this problem by building an AI with some seriously strict theological guardrails. And as we're about to see, it's all about control.
So let's just cut right to the chase here. We're in this age of AI that's just exploding everywhere. Can we really truly trust a machine with something as important and, frankly, as nuanced as biblical interpretation?
Now, the person behind this project, they were keenly aware of the dangers. How a general AI can be careless, kind of shallow, biased, or sometimes just flat out wrong. The goal here was to build something totally different, a system that was designed from the ground up to be safer, much more structured, and theologically controlled.
So how in the world do you build a safer AI for this? Well, it turns out it doesn't start with trust. Nope. It starts with a healthy dose of skepticism and a very, very specific blueprint for how the AI is allowed to think. This quote from the creator really gets to the heart of the whole philosophy. The entire system is built on a principle of caution, not blind faith in the tech. The default setting is basically mistrust, which means the whole project is designed around verification and tight controls. So instead of just letting the AI run wild, this project was built on a foundation of established, human-developed methods for studying the Bible. It pulls from specific teachers and schools of thought, like the inductive approach you'd see at the YWAM School of Biblical Studies, which really hammers home this core idea. You have to make careful observations before you even think about jumping to an interpretation. And the cornerstone of that whole human framework? It's what's known as the grammatical historical method. This is a scholarly approach that forces the AI to always focus on what the text originally meant in its own time and place, instead of, just slapping our modern ideas onto it.
Okay, so let's get into the tools and see how this blueprint was actually turned into a practical, multi-part study environment. Because this is way more than just a simple AI chatbot. The whole system is really designed as a connected toolbox. So a user can just seamlessly move from, say, a high-level overview of a book to get the big picture, then dive right down into a super detailed analysis of a single paragraph, or even look up a key word in the companion dictionary. It's all there, all inside the same controlled environment. And here's something that's absolutely crucial. The system is built to focus on literary units. By analyzing whole paragraphs and arguments, it's specifically designed to stop verses from being ripped out of their context, which, as we all know, is one of the biggest pitfalls in Bible study. Okay, now we get to the heart of the whole thing, the secret sauce. This is the incredibly detailed set of rules, the governing prompt, that basically controls everything the AI does and says. This is the engine that keeps it firmly on the rails.
You can think of this prompt as a kind of theological and methodological control layer. It's like this massive, detailed instruction manual that forces the AI to act less like a creative brainstorming partner and more like a highly disciplined, super specialized research assistant.
The system is given a very, very specific theological identity. It's told to operate from a conservative evangelical viewpoint that's also free choice and non-Calvinist. What does that mean? Well, in simple terms, it's programmed to prioritize human free will over predestination in its analysis. And that moderate dispensational framework part, that guides how it interprets prophecy, making sure it affirms the ongoing significance of ethnic Israel. So this isn't about being neutral. It's about being incredibly consistent and controlled inside a very carefully defined box.
And the system has these crystal clear guardrails. The AI is told exactly what to do, prioritize observation, focus on the literary unit, and, maybe even more importantly, what not to do. It's explicitly forbidden from wandering into things like liberal theology, speculative interpretations, or what the creator calls sermonic padding.
So, why? Why go to all this trouble to constrain an AI? Why build such a complicated system of rules and boundaries just for Bible study?
Well, the creator's hope, as you can see right here, is to give people a tool that encourages a more careful, connected, and deeper understanding of Scripture. It's really an attempt to fight against shallow reading by giving people structured, context-aware analysis. And this right here, this is the key takeaway of the whole thing. It's a tool designed to assist human study, not to replace it. The entire system is built on the idea that a human is always in the loop, always questioning, always verifying what the AI puts out. And this final piece of advice from the creator? It goes way beyond just this one project. The warning is to treat any AI tool in this space with extreme caution.
It really puts the emphasis back on our own personal responsibility and the need for constant critical thinking.
And that leaves us with a really provocative final thought. As AI gets more and more powerful and woven into our lives, is building these kinds of specific, explicit, theological guardrails going to become totally essential for anyone who wants to use these tools to explore matters of faith?